Welcome to Super Scoreboard on the web. I'm Peter Martin. I'm joined by Hugh Keevins. We're looking ahead to the big clash, England against Germany. Hugh, the nation expects, but can Fabio Capello's team deliver?
Well, Franz Beckenbauer said that England are stupid to have landed themselves in this situation, not topping their group, letting the Americans have what looks like on paper the easier game. I think he's right. I think England should have tried to avoid Germany.
Now it's two teams coming together with different styles. England, it was a close call, the win over Slovenia, but this is a young German side that they're facing. It's a couple of levels above what Slovenia offered on the night.
Well, Joachim Low, I think, has won applause in Germany for having the youngest squad for many, many years, and they show no fear. And I think that England, on the other hand, show elements of tiredness and apprehension about their game.
What about the styles of the two sides? Because if anything, the criticism of England was the fact that maybe they weren't free-flowing, they weren't putting the ball to feet, they weren't getting it under control, and they maybe weren't moving as quickly as the Germans seemed to be.
Well, they were decried as kick and rush by Franz Beckenbauer. On the other hand, the Germans have emergent players, the loss of Ballack hasn't affected them, and it may just be that they have more on an individual basis than England have to offer.
We have to give great credit to Fabio Capello, Hugh, because he has made the changes. He brought Defoe in, an immediate impact, scoring the winner against Slovenia. He's also looked at Upson, who's fitted in well to that lineup as well. And James Milner, for me, was the difference in the game. And it looks as if suddenly all the parts of the jigsaw are starting to fall into place.
Oh, but for Matthew Upson against Slovenia, we might not be talking about England against Germany. We might be talking about something entirely different. There are good and bad in the England squad. Capello cannot overlook the first two games. The commentators have valiantly tried to say the two games don't matter. However, there were two shocking performances, and it was 1-0 against Slovenia. This is not the stuff of greatness.
Well, already some English people are thinking the World Cup could be heading home, and certainly most of the fans believe that England can win the World Cup. We're still waiting to see the evidence, Hugh, but if anything, when you look at the game in the cold light of day, could it be that the Germans at this moment are in the embryonic stage of building a good team, and it's the perfect time for England to get them?
Well, it's the last chance. The likes of Carragher, Steven Gerrard, Lampard, Terry, last chance saloon. They lost to the Germans in 70, they lost to the Germans in 90, they another 20-year gap, and here we have them back playing again. It's symbolic, it's their last chance, they have to give it their all. Personally, I don't think they'll make it.
I was just about to ask you about your prediction for the score. Without looking too far ahead, it's an old cliche in football, Hugh, one game at a time. But I always get wary of people who start to say, okay, Germany, out of the way, here comes Argentina, out of the way, Spain and Brazil. If they're going to win the World Cup, they're going to have to beat some of the strongest nations in world football. First of all, Germany, give us your prediction.
Only a fool would predict the outcome of a Germany-England game. I say 2-1 Germany.
Okay, thanks very much for listening. Hopefully you've enjoyed our Super Scoreboard video cast, and there'll be more throughout the season. But England-Germany, the nation expects, but can they deliver?